Hey, welcome to Goodbye Gluten.
Saying goodbye to gluten does not mean saying goodbye to great food and great taste.
So please like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe to our channel.
Frau Lunch Lady, please to have another sloppy Jimbo. Das ist gut, nein?
That's right, Ooter, you rascal. Sloppy Jimbos. Now, yeah, it's basically my version of Sloppy Joe. That's good. I've been making these dishes for my family ever since we first saw the Simpsons Halloween special #1.
Hey Simpson, wanna trade belts?
Yes, Jimbo,
Because yours is just a piece of extension cord.
we're not going to make fun of your cord.
Hey dude, he's ragging on your cord.
So, let's see what you're going to need to make it Sloppy Jimbo.
Okay, for your sloppy Jimbos, this recipe is for 2 people, 2 to 3 people, 2 people, and 2 small kids. So here's what you're going to need. 1 pound of ground beef, half a cup of barbecue sauce. We use this awesome brand, Kinder's. It is gluten-free. Definitely give this a try. This is like our main go now. Compared to all the other ones we've ever tried, this is like phenomenal. Okay, ketchup. And we basically use this kind. Winco is a local store here. We like because it's no high fructose corn syrup in it. And it's also gluten-free. So we got 1/4 medium white onion, and that is diced up fine. You got 2 Cremini mushrooms, about 2 inches in diameter, and they're chopped up fine. You got yourself a tablespoon of brown sugar, light brown sugar, not dark. And then 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. You're going to need a pot or saucepan. This is the deep kind, and a lid, and hamburger buns. Yes, these are gluten-free from Shars. They're over from Europe. Extremely good. They're soft, they're moist, they're fluffy, and they are phenomenal tasting. Definitely try all their Shars products as much as you can find. A good place to find them is at Walmart's, because that's where we find a lot of them. And definitely, if you can't find them where you locally, they do sell stuff online on their website. So give them a try and tell them Goodbye Gluten sent you. Okay, first things first, put your stove on a medium high and get your pan ready for the grill meat. Okay, I'm actually just going to add a little oil. Let that heat up a little bit. I should have stated that in the ingredients, but everybody has cooking oil. Sometimes I forget to state that. Sorry about that. So, I'm just going to cook these just a little bit to start like sweating the onion, breaking it down a little bit. Ow, hot. I hate when they jump ship. Sit for about 30 to 40 seconds. Okay. A quick stir. Now we're going to do the grilled hamburger, or the hamburger. want to get it all into small little pieces as much as possible. And also start incorporating your onions and mixing in your onions and your mushrooms into your meat. Like using a spoon, because then once it gets to a certain state where the fat starts rendering down, you can just smush it. As you see, it's starting to cook really quick. It doesn't take very long to do this. The onions are starting to get translucent or clear. Okay. Oops. Always forget that sometimes. Oh, there it is. Do barbecue sauce, the ketchup. Worcestershire. And your brown sugar. This down to a simmer. Now if you're doing like tater tots or oven baked fries, probably want to start those right as you start your meat or a little bit beforehand, because we're going to let this simmer down about 10 minutes. Kind of help thicken up the sauce a bit. That's good. Let that simmer for, we'll check it after 5. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Set that aside. As you see, some of the fat is kind of rendered to the surface. I'm just going to skim off just a hair bit of it. Stir this about. Now, the reason why I also like simmering it down is so the meat actually gets incorporated with all the nice flavors. Okay, this is going really good. Now, if you're watching calories or stuff like that, you can drain out your fat or melted grease ahead of time. Now I'm basically going to let it sit like this with it open. That way some of the moisture will vent out. And then I'm going to turn that down to about a 1. And we'll check another. Okay, it's been 5 more minutes. Basically, this is done. So if you want to, skim off whatever remaining floating grease, go ahead. Or you could drain it prior to, you doing any of this. I like keeping it in there just to help the flavors. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to set it aside, and let the sauce to go. And now I'm going to go grab my buns. Okay, so this is my Black & Decker toaster oven. Just basically going to put my buns right side up, and only give them a slight toasting. That's for my onion ring. Okay, now for the plating. Got my toasted bun. Now you also could take these buns and then put some butter on them, then put them on a stovetop flat grill or something like that, and that way this part gets nice and soft. Now what I like to do, hot, is squish that in a little bit, and I take the big part and I use it as the bottom. Ooh, steamy. Ooh, that is hot. Okay, it is time for plating. So basically I got my toasted bun, but what I'm going to do is take the bottom part, or top part, and turn it into my bottom part. And what I did was I squished it in a little bit to hold more toppings. And there you go, your sloppy Jimbo. And the reason why they're called sloppy is because they get all over the place. So we got my onion rings. So good. Definitely try these, especially if you have ever had A&W onion rings. These are really good. It's a flour cornmeal mix. Let's eat. Okay, now for the taste. This is my favorite part of the videos. And be careful, they are called sloppy Jimbos for a reason. That is phenomenal. It's got a nice barbecue flavor. The mushrooms, the onions, they all work really good together. And with that little bit of Worcestershire and a little bit of brown sugar, combines into a nice, really umami flavor. So I wish you all a great day. And just remember this, saying goodbye to gluten does not mean saying goodbye to great foods and great taste. I wish you a great day and have a nice day.